Hello friends and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz and I have a sneak peek of the Spellbinders Club kits for November 2024. These are so cute. So I have 4 cards made already, and then I'll be doing a live stream tonight, this afternoon, kind of depending on your time zone. 5 p.m. Eastern time. We wanted to get in before Craft Roulette. So 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central, 3 Mountain, 2 Pacific. And it's me and Call Me Crafty Al, Lauren Taylor Made, LV Handcrafted, and Carrie Rose. You guys, I love that group of women. Sometimes Cassie Trask can join us too, and I'm bummed she won't be there tonight. But I will leave a link in the description box below, right up at the top, so you can get to that live stream. You can click that notify me button. But let's go ahead and take a look at the clubs. Every month, Spellbinders sends me 4 clubs ahead of time to create some inspiration for you. And one of them is the 3D Embossing Folder of the month. These are huge. This will fit a half a sheet of cardstock. And look at how fun this is. It's this rosette pattern. I did it in some glossy pink cardstock. That's that new glossy cardstock from scrapbook.com. And it's so deeply embossed that I was able to very quickly come along the edges with my scissors and trim that down. It was a really simple, quick and easy card. I am definitely going to mass produce these. There's tons of ink blending and things you could do with this. This might be my top pick club for the month. Like, I am just so thrilled with how things came out here. Next up is the stencil of the month, my friends. This one surprised me. There's one every month where I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but I always push myself to try something and see how it goes. And I have this fun masculine card. You never thought you'd be a grumpy old man, but here you are, killing it. That is a sentiment from a masculine printable kit that came out in the spring. I'll link to that below as well. But I made a bunch of patterns. There's actually 4 stencils in this set, and they layer on top of each other. So here you can kind of see, they just create this wonderful pattern. I stenciled a number of panels, and what I found is that I really like it on a colored cardstock. On white, I didn't like it as much. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it just feels unfinished to me. But when you're stenciling, think about whatever cardstock you're using as your background as a color, right? It's one of your color choices. So you're going to have 5 colors, not just 4. 4 would be one for each stencil. I also clipped the corner of each of my stencils so I could remember what orientation to put them in and make it easier for me to line up when I go to stencil again, because these are going to end up on my desk somewhere and not necessarily in order. I would love to know, I'll have a tutorial out on the 6th with at least 3 of these cards, maybe another one. I can do all 4 cards in that tutorial, or I can do a separate video later in the month with more masculine cards, because I love how this turned out. I'm very inspired to try to make some easy, quick masculine cards for you, for me. The stash is a little thin. So let me know, do you want this card in the tutorial on the 6th with all the other club stuff? Or do you want a masculine card tutorial that would be like this club, but then probably a bunch of other different brands and products as well? 2 of my favorite clubs every month are the small die of the month. That's this set right here, and the large die of the month, which is massive. You guys, there are so many dies in this set, but we're actually going to start over here with the small die. I love this turtle. Look how cute he is. And we're going to do a little interactive card. There's no specialty dies. I just use like a regular old circle die for that guy. So here's our turtle. And then this is, I think, a sloth. I think they're calling it a sloth, but he reminds me of that like sock monkey kids toy, and then balloons. And so I have the balloons lifting the turtle, but the balloons can lift the sloth up here. It's actually much longer than that if you want to make it taller. I love that they are thoughtful about making sure the dies can easily be used on a 5x7 or a 6x6 if you like to make larger cards. And then this cutout comes from the large die of the month. So you get this sort of scallopy piece, but it's all very whimsical. For the large die of the month, we get so many really cute, really versatile pieces. So there's a little car in here. I love that car. And there's a frog. I have to show you, there is a die in here I stared at for like 20 minutes. It's the teeth for the crocodile, the cheeks for the frog, and the frog's shirt. I know. So just a heads up on that one. But I think it's so whimsical and fun. And I want to show you something about this car. The sizing is perfect to coordinate with so many of the other stamps and dies that you already have. So I'm going to bring in, here's a car, right? There's another piece that goes behind it. But here's a stamp from Trinity Stamps, right? And he's maybe a little big, but he's a pretty standard, like, critter person image stamp, maybe slightly larger than some. So a lot of your stamped images will fit beautifully in here. This is from Simon Hurley, and I've been thinking about just sticking his head out the back and then putting somebody else maybe in the front of that car. Like, I love all of the critter dies from Karen Burniston. The raccoon, he's not finished, right? But this is the right size. And he goes in here. His tail's kind of going the wrong direction, but the squirrel's tail goes the other direction. Some of her critters are slightly bigger. The dragon would be amazing in this. So anytime one of the small die or large die of the month has a vehicle in it, there's been an airplane before. There's been another car in, I think, the Gnome Drive set that works beautifully like this. So just keep an eye on that. I love finding ways to really stretch our supplies. One of the other ways that I try to help us stretch everything is to create extra sentiments for us. This comes with Birthday Bliss and the small die, and then the banner is actually separate, and hooray over here. But I have Happy Birthday to go with my frog, Party Animal to go with my little turtle. So on the 6th, I will release a mini kit that has some additional sentiments that fit with those banners. I'll reveal the whole kit on the 6th. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell, you'll be notified when it becomes available, or you can join my Patreon for free and you'll get an email. If you leave your notifications on, you'll get an email with a link to the download as soon as it's available and the video that goes with it. So here are some of those other sentiments. Here's the banner from the large die, and it's going to fit right around there. So you can do, oh snap, you're really old. And then here's our little banner. We have Snappy Birthday, oh hello, love you. I just think it's so much fun to really try to stretch our supplies. I also have a bunch of digital paper that's going to come out as well. So the paper on this card I made, and we have our little cupcake. It's kind of huge. Some confetti and balloons, this lovely like sky confetti background. And it's sort of cloudy, but still got that sort of whimsical, imperfect feel to it that I think the dies have as well. I have a beautiful cloud background. I was a little behind. This is just regular pattern paper from Echo Park. But if you don't have that paper, I have created a paper that will be in the kit. I'll probably use that during the live stream tonight. And then I've just been playing with a bunch of other backgrounds as well. And so I'm hoping to keep sort of tweaking these and give you a variety of colors of just some really great multi-purpose birthday backgrounds. I will leave a link below, or a bunch of links below. There's one to join Patreon, but then right below that, I'll also put the video that I made when my Patreon launched that has all of the tutorials and the how does it work and all that kind of stuff. I get a lot of questions. So hopefully that will guide you. There's chapters in there too if you're trying to find something specific. We need to talk about the croc. He is in this large die of the month as well. He's right here and he's huge. He's about 5 inches. He's a full 5 inches and then maybe an 1.25 inches, 1.5 tall. And he's so stinking cute. Look at that goofy smile. And they were really, really clever in the ways that they designed these. So there's also a die for his eyes, right? And you just pop that right behind there. He's got teeth. You could do more than one row of teeth, but honestly, I don't even know that he needs them. This little guy is in that large die. Let's see if I can pick that up. This you can attach to the car and it will drag that banner behind it, which I think is super fun too. So lots and lots of options, very versatile. We have presents, we have party hats. On the party hats, there's two little circles here. Let me show you. Almost circles. Those are the headlights for the car right here. So I know that they sometimes attach them just so they don't get lost, but I stared at those for a while too, trying to figure out what they were. These are also a little funky, or at least dye wise, I wasn't sure what it was. It's the party hat. Okay, so you can add some stripes to your party hat, and that's what this does. You have two different options. I think it puts stuff on the inside of one of these too. Here are the presents. If you want to kind of see those all put together. A really great set, super fun and whimsical, great for birthday cards. I will link below to the emergency card kit playlist, the emergency card kit Spellbinders playlist, and then the masculine card kit and the birthday card kit that I've used on some of these. Last January, I came out with this enormous birthday kit, and we'll probably do that again this January since emergency card kits will be turning 2, and I always like to celebrate that. Other great clubs this month, the clear stamp and die is wonderful. It's a bunch of birthday sentiments. There's a to from, hello, best wishes, sending wishes wrapped and tied with a bow. Some of them could be used for the holidays. Super versatile, and I love that every time. The stitching day of the month is really interesting this month. It's a bunch of frames, a wonderful staple piece, and then there's a little tag in the middle. And I think you could use this without stitching and still have it look really, really gorgeous. That's one I'm thinking about getting. The 2D embossing folder has some really fun streamers that I think is super cute. And then the glimmer of the month creates this super fun confetti background in the sample on the back of the packaging. They've used like a rainbow foil and it is like party central. And then another favorite is the better press of the month. It has a sentiment in it. Hooray. It's your birthday, time to celebrate. It's your special day. So you've got some options there, but then there's a registration plate and you've got paint swatches. And I think this would be absolutely beautiful in a series of coordinating colors, like pick your palette, but then do one of the layers in something kind of shimmery, the interference inks or the new Hero Hues reactive glitz inks. I opened mine up last week and just finally got to play with them. But I have some learning, I think, to do before I share them in a video. If half or more of the clubs look appealing to you, or even like close to half, check out the Deluxe Caboodle. It is a 60% savings. You get all of the clubs, and then there's always a free gift. And this month, it's this beautiful birthday cake die set. I was really hoping they were going to send that to me, but I didn't get that one. I'm very sad. Registration for new clubs will start on the 6th of the month, and then they'll be available until the 27th at their discounted price. I love that we get this little period to check them out and see if we like them before we get charged again if we're already a subscriber, or if we want to be a new subscriber. We've got some time to think about that. It is a double video day, which is always exciting. So I do a sneak peek for Spellbinders on the 1st of every month, but then I also have an emergency card kit that released today. It is a bunch of free printable sentiments and a card sketch, and then there's some bonus content in there as well. We've been doing that a lot lately, and I love it. I think it's fun to just move outside the box a little bit. So I'll leave a link to that video that will have all the instructions you need for that download. Don't forget, I have a live stream tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And then on the 6th, I will have a tutorial for at least 3 of these cards. Let me know if you want that masculine card in the video on the 6th, or a separate like masculine card tutorial with some other cards in there as well. My friends, I hope this inspires you to get creating. I hope to see you later tonight, either on my live stream or over at Craft Roulette. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.